everyone. Welcome to Creating Space. This is Karen for Online Healing Community, and today we're going to talk about trusting the universe. And joining us from Cebu is realtor, educator, business owner, school owner, Reiki master teacher, and access bars facilitator, Nancy Berame. Hi, Mommy Nancy. Welcome.
Hello, Karen. Thank you.
So nice that you're here with me today. And you're
Of
so
course. How
beautiful.
does it get any better than that?
I know. Like just last weekend we were talking, diba? And soon we're going to be housemates. But first I have to ask you, on trusting the universe. Because you
Yes.
have a charmed life. Like I follow you on Facebook. You have a beautiful family. You have many businesses. You're into personal growth and development. You travel. You serve the community. You win awards. Like I mean, of course, it's easy for you to trust the universe. You have everything. Like people will say, yeah, it's easy for her because she has very a good life. Can you comment on that?
Yeah. Human as I am, Karen, I am not also exempted. Although I really trust the universe, but I am not exempted in facing storms in my life also. But I know that the universe is there. How does it get any better than that?
Can you share with us one of the storms that you faced, if you can?
Well, there are a lot of storms that actually happened, but the most significant was during the time the Typhoon Odette hit Central
Mm.
Visayas, Cebu. And I am just so happy that being a Reiki master, I can practice my Gokai, of course. And aside from that, learning from you, Karen, having your sessions online with Creating Space, I followed you and I copied your mantra. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Can you imagine our roof was already flying off and I'm still reciting that deep inside my heart? And it helped.
I it's so funny picturing that roof flying and then still reciting all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and
Peace,
glory.
joy,
But
and glory.
yeah, how do people react to that? Because your reaction is completely opposite the usual
Well,
reaction.
my children were mom, and then I said to myself, well, we can't control it. Of course, trusting the universe means I have to pray. I prayed so hard, but we cannot control these things. That's natural phenomenon. So for me, I know that storm will come to pass, Karen. After the storm, the sun will shine and there might be rainbow. Who knows? After the storm.
You're so positive, Mommy Nancy. All of life comes with ease, joy, and glory. But how else do you use this mantra? Or do you have other, like you said, you've been practicing it, a lot of the tools. Do you have other tools that help you trust the universe more?
I also learned that whatever feels light is right, Karen. Allowing things to happen and accepting things as they are. I also have a
Yeah.
favorite author, and he's the author of the book, How Full is Your Bucket? Dr. Dan Clifton, the father of positive psychology. So every day in our lives, Karen, we have a choice. We can choose to fill other people's buckets, or we can always, go to the negative side, be grumpy, and be negative. It's a choice, actually.
And you're choosing to be positive versus being
Yeah.
grumpy.
Yes. I choose to
Yeah.
be me.
Yeah, that's so true. I have to ask you that because you're like, I think the word is radically you or yeah, that's the word. You're unapologetically you. The first time I saw you, you're this of course you've always been fabulous. You're wearing this big hat and then really,
Yeah.
really fabulous dress with all your jewelries and you're like really just being you and you don't care what other people think. Have you always been like that? Have you always really accepted who you are? And have
Well,
you always been that fabulous?
Basically, I am a teacher, and I know that who I am. My life is God's gift to me, Karen, and what I do with it is my gift to Him. So this is me. This is Teacher Nancy. I teach children. I'm a school owner. So this is what the universe has gifted me.
It's just
So
so beautiful watching you. Like, you know how we are sometimes are like we always think about, oh my gosh, what will she, if I wear this, what will they say? Am I too, is this too loud? Is this too much? But with you, you're like, no, like you're just so happy being you. And of course, it's not like not caring what other people think, not like that, but you're so true to who you are. And I love that, because a lot of us, myself included, like get scared of the judgment of other people. Like, what will they think? What will they say?
yeah, one secret, Karen, is that every day in my life, I count my blessings. Not many people are given the opportunity to wake up. I know there are so many who are sick, having depression. How does it get any better than celebrating the real you with pure authenticity,
Right,
without plasticity,
right. The very
and
genuine.
smile because the world will smile back at you. Be happy. Focus. What you
True.
focus on, Karen, magnifies. So I would rather
Oh,
focus on positivity. And I think people
right,
would
right.
love me for that.
Oh, we
My
love you. We
students,
definitely love you. Me,
yeah,
myself included. Like,
my
you
friends,
know that. Yeah, I resonated with you the first time we met. And people are joining us. Hi, Ai. Hi, everyone. Please, comment below like what Ai's been doing, ask questions, join the conversation, because we'd love you to really interact with Mami Nancy, and we'd love for
yeah,
you to be part of this conversation. Pero Mami Nancy, I
true,
have to ask you this, because there are people who are like probably listening, will be listening now, or will be listening
yeah,
in the future, or probably listening now, who are like probably new to this wellness and personal development thing, and they might ask, who is this universe? And what does it mean really when you say trusting the universe?
yeah. Well, I know that being a Roman Catholic, Karen, God created the universe. It's encompassing. So for me, the universe, it's synonymous to God. So I have deep faith in God that everything will gonna be fine. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Go with the flow. Don't ask questions.
I love
That's my
it.
take.
Like, yeah, I love that, and I love that I get to witness that from you, because like we were talking just last weekend, and you were talking about a lot of schools closing in Cebu,
Exactly.
but you
Yes.
survived.
Yeah,
Your school
getting by.
survived.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And then also, like with things, I love it when you say allow things to flow. Because
Yes.
sometimes, like with me, for example, I'm very determined to a fault. Like if this doesn't happen, I die. Like that. If I
Yeah.
have a project, it's either like it's the project is connected to me. Like it's hard for me to let go. Like I feel like if a project dies, I die with it. Like if it's a failure, I'm a failure too. It's something I'm working on really. So it's hard for me to like let go. But you were talking to you last week, and then you felt like, oh, if it's time to move on, it's time to move on. If it's not, then I continue. How do you get to that point when you can just allow things to happen?
Well, I also tried the soul alignment retreat in Vietnam together with my Reiki master, Kazane Wendy. There, it opened my eyes to a lot of possibilities, especially when we face nature. Like one of the very great grounding technique that we did was really to be under the waterfalls. We went to the forest, and there we are so minute compared to God's creations, Karen. It opened my eyes that, hey, don't be so mental, Nancy. Feel with your heart. It is only with the heart that we can see things right. Sometimes what is essential is invisible to the eyes.
Right, right, right. I saw that photo though on Facebook when you were just like meditating
Yeah,
under the waterfalls.
yeah.
So nature helps you. Like
Nature
nature
helps.
gives you the
And
lessons.
another thing is this thing called gratitude. Rodna Byrne wrote 3 books. I really like her books. And the magic. The magic really helped me count your blessings every day.
How do
Being
you do that?
grateful.
Like
Well,
when you the morning or is it in the evening?
in the morning, the first thing that I say to myself is, thank you for this beautiful day. And we can look at the mirror and say, hey, gorgeous, good morning. And we can say, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and
Joy
glory.
and
And I
glory.
recite my Gokai. Just for today, I let go of anger. Just for today, I let go of worry. Just for today, I accept gratefully. Just for today, I work honestly. And just for today, I am kind to myself and to one and
Wow.
all.
You know, when you're talking about that, you're not just reciting it. I can feel it. Like it's part of you. Like you are that.
Yes,
It's not just a mantra that you say. It's a
yes,
practice.
it is. It is a practice.
Interesting. But have there ever been chances when you trusted the universe, but the universe didn't help you back? Like was there ever a chance when the universe didn't have your back?
Yeah, I trusted the universe that my father, my 75-year-old ailing father who had myocardial infarction and osteoarthritis, would live for a long time. But time has come that he has to move on. Who am I? Who am I, Karen? Not to let go.
Mm.
It was so painful. It seems there's still a hole in my heart that
Mm-mm.
nothing else can fill in. But acceptance. I need to accept things that I cannot change. We are but transients here on earth.
Right. There's another question coming from Lali, and she's saying, have you always been this positive and grateful, Mommy Nancy? And how do you channel this trait during difficult times? Yeah. Was there a point in your life when you're not as positive?
Well, even
Or
if
what
I
were you
have a lot of
before?
problems, before I have always been a positive person. My upbringing is that I am my father's daughter, if I may share to you. My
Yes, please.
personality is really from my dad because he said, in anything that confronts you, whether it is an obstacle or a challenge, he would always tell me, look at the bright side of things. If you practice and if you work for it, then you can overcome and be ready for whatever it is. So for me, that is the greatest gift that I got from my dad,
Yeah.
gift of courage, gift of bravery,
Oh, can you give us an
and
anecdote?
optimism. Yeah,
Like
and
when you saw
optimism.
him being brave?
Yes, my dad always tells me a lot of things, especially during the time of the war, World War II. He was born in 1936.
Oh.
They experienced a lot of hardships, traveling from one place to another, and then listening to the bombs with the Japanese and the Americans hiding from cave to cave. So I think he survived, and here I am.
And you survive, and because of that you're present. Yeah, so it's the stories of courage you listen to
Yes,
growing up,
true.
and that's why you've always been courageous. I love this is what you said. I got the gift of courage, bravery, and optimism from my dad, and it's something that I saw also in you. Like, actually, you're one of my first students who flew from Cebu to Manila to take a class and flew back the same day just to finish the class. That's really courageous. That's really very brave. And do you know that so far, as of my knowledge, you are the first access bars facilitator in Cebu in the Visayas area.
Thank you. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
really practice that. What made you choose that? Like what made you choose the brave, because sometimes the brave things are not so easy to choose. These are the difficult choices that we make. Like what you said, like being grateful during the storm, that was brave.
Yes,
Continuing a business in spite of a lot of businesses closing down, that's
yes,
brave.
yes,
Flying from Cebu to Manila when you can just like wait, that's brave.
yes.
How do you keep on choosing bravery?
I choose to be different. I choose to be me because in my mind, I also have this kind of thinking. Whatever rut, questioning, or inconvenience I have right now is a sure way for a higher level of evolution. How does it get any better than that? What else is
Yeah.
possible?
Yeah. Or the people who are depressed or going through some rough patch, they really need to hear that.
Yes. And
What do you
if
mean
I
when you
may,
say it's a step to your evolution? Because it's kind of highfalutin for some people.
yeah, a higher level of evolution, like as humans, we need to transform ourselves like before when we were in our teenage years. Like we were maidens. And then when I went to my 20s and 30s, I become a mother and then
Mhm.
a professional. Now I am in my menopausal stage. So the crone side, getting wisdom.
Right, right.
So claiming that gift of experience.
And really embracing where you are, no, Mommy Nancy. That's what I noticed with you. Like, whatever's happening, you just embrace it and you're grateful for it, even if it
Yes,
doesn't seem like a happy event.
true. I have to. And it makes life beautiful. It makes life meaningful and it
Oh, you have
makes me happy.
another brave thing that you're doing is you're flying again from Cebu to Manila to join Junaline's 7 Days of Change. How does it get any better than that?
It's
Oh, can I
amazing.
ask? Yeah,
Yeah.
what made you choose that?
Well,
Because that
I have to
that's not
choose.
an easy choice. I
Yeah.
know.
I have to choose taking the Access Consciousness Foundation class because, Karen, if there is a way for me that I can level up my being an Access Bars practitioner, then why not? And besides, I am an avid fan of Jonalyn, and every time that she has episodes, sessions, her energy pulse blew me away. So I can't wait to see Jonalyn. I'm so
She
excited.
she can't wait to see you. Can you tell them like how did the energy pool help you for yeah?
Well, the energy pool actually, well, I knew for a fact that there's microcosmic meditation that we have been doing with my Reiki master, Kasane Wende. But when we did our energy pulls, oh, it's also different because way up in the universe, you can feel like we are just so grand and we have limitless possibilities. So I just feel that if everybody can realize how great we are one with the universe, so there will be no lack. Abundance is around. There's no lack
Right.
at all.
Definitely agree. Definitely agree. And the thing is, for those of you who are new to personal growth or you don't know energy pools, actually, it's one of the tool in access consciousness, and what it's basically a way for you to energetically ask from the universe and receive from the universe as well. And like what Mommy Nancy was saying, like sometimes it blows your mind because when you receive, sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I can you can really feel supported and you feel receiving such that your heart opens up and your
True.
heart receives everything that the universe is open to give you. What's the
Yeah.
greatest gift that you receive from access consciousness since you've been exposed to, since you're going to teach access bars very very soon in Cebu?
Yes. The greatest gift is gift of wisdom. The gift of wisdom is there, enlightenment, so I
Mm,
can do the right choice and be guided, and also gift of healing.
mm. Gift of healing. Ai is saying something. It's super long though. I'll just flash it for a bit. She's saying, I remember Mommy Nancy on how she puts up a sign on her door, creating spaces going on. Whenever she watches the Creating Space episodes, how does it feel to have come full circle, Mommy Nancy? You're now the guest here.
Yeah. So that's why I'm so grateful, Karen, because if you are to ask me to share to those who are having difficulties in their lives right now, my only message for those who are watching right now is that always seek help. And how does it get any better? That online healing community with Karen helped me during pandemic. So your face, Karen, is always on my phone, on my laptop. I always watch your different episodes. Always seek help. There are people out there like online healing community and creative spaces. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you also for being part of the community. Because, if there are no people watching or listening, I don't think we'll continue doing that. But also, I'm just the one in front of the camera. But there's a lot of people behind me. Like, Ai is a big part of online healing community. Lali right now is backstage joining us from Singapore. And we have a new team member, Christian, will post his profile soon and is on editing our videos. It's really a community and I love it. Remember, Mommy Nancy, like last weekend, we all came together and different people, different backgrounds, different healing modalities. But the beauty of
Yes.
all of us coming together, I felt so uplifted. Like, of course, online is very accessible, but so different when we come together, no? How was your experience
Yes.
last weekend?
Well, I am so grateful because I come to know Natasha, Benjamin, and Isa. Well, the the acquaintance I know was meant to be. It was not incidental. It's meant to be because we have connectivity. We can,
Right, right.
yeah, we can have uh, talks after the sessions that really would make you feel that some way or another, you are connected, not just
Yeah.
physically but mentally, or connected with hearts.
The heart also. That's what I feel. So for those of you who are going through a rough patch right now, like what Mommy Nandi said, probably depressed or anxious, please connect to anyone. Sometimes, of course,
Yes,
there are a lot of online courses, a lot of online shows, but sometimes it's different when there's a real person with you. If you can just
true.
connect to someone that can really help you a lot. And please know that, yeah, of course, this is a community. There's a lot of teachers acknowledging also all our guests and all the teachers have really contributed to the episodes because they've been doing this like voluntarily. They're not charging for speaking here. They're really like just like Mommy Nancy here right now, just sharing her wisdom to you. And the thing is, now she's going to have access consciousness classes, access bars
Yeah.
classes in Cebu, and probably other classes pa. Mommy Nancy, can you please tell us how can they connect with you and how can they learn more from your wisdom? Yeah, listen more to your wisdom.
Yeah. You can contact me on Facebook and also message me on my FB page, Nancy Berame Child Care Center. That's my school. Yeah, they can keep in touch with me, and they can also contact you, Karen, at Online Healing Community.
Yes, contact us and we'll connect you to Mommy Nancy. But also,
Yes,
because online healing community is in Manila. And just earlier, somebody messaged from Bacolod and he's asking for a facilitator in Cebu. So if you're in Cebu and you'd like to try Reiki, because Mommy Nancy has Reiki, does Reiki, she's a Reiki master and teacher. And if you'd like to try an access bars session, or if you'd like to learn how to do access bars, please connect to Mommy Nancy
yes.
Berame. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you,
Tobias is
Karen.
asking. Oh, Tobias was the one who asked me earlier. When is the next one? So when are you teaching, or when are you teaching? That's the question.
Yeah, after
access
my
bars.
foundation class, maybe early March, Karen, I
Okay.
want to prepare everything. Like as a
Oh,
true-blooded teacher, I need to prepare things
yes, yes.
first week
Oh
of
my,
March.
but you know, Tobias, if your bars, first week of March, Tobias, because Mommy Nancy will be flying to Manila tomorrow. I know that for a fact because we're going to be
Thank
classmates
you.
in the 7 days
Thank
of
you,
change.
Karen.
And we're going to be
I'm so
housemates too.
excited.
Ako din! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And the thing is, we'd like to invite, Mommy Nancy and I would like to invite people from all over the world because you can fly to Manila, join us for 7 days of change. Junalyn Musi from Lebanon flew
Yes.
24 hours from Lebanon to Manila to be with us and to facilitate this class. And I just learned this yesterday. She canceled her
Wow.
foundation in Beirut because she has no
Wow.
voice. And she said, I'm reserving my voice for Manila. And so she canceled
Oh,
her
thank
foundation.
you. Thank you,
That's
Junalyn.
that's how generous Junalyn is. Like, should really want to be 100% there. That should cancel a class just so she can preserve her voice. Oh, and Ayi saying yes, Mommy Nancy's class is in Cebu. Tobias is asking, I am from Bohol, so is this Cebu?
Yes.
Well,
I am from Lapu-Lapu City, Tobias. So I can give him my full address here
yeah.
in
I can
Lapu-Lapu
connect.
City.
Yeah, I can give you
Yeah.
the I can connect you to Mommy Nancy. I'll give you the link
Yes.
to her Facebook, Tobias, and you can just connect with her. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
people are
Thank
excited.
you.
Can't Yelena saying, can't wait for the Cebu class, madam. You know, the first time I saw Mommy Nancy, I told her, now you know what? You'll be a great access bars facilitator. Because she lives it. She doesn't like say it like a mantra. She's actually embodying it. And I remember there's this one time you told us that there's a creating you're listening to creating space and
Yes.
you have posters outside the door
Yes.
saying if anything happens and if there's an emergency, please use interesting point of view. I am busy.
Yes.
Don't contact me. Do you want to share about that?
Yeah,
Like
because
remember the
my
dog
daughters,
story?
yeah, my daughters, they will ask questions and why is mom always locking her door? And I have to listen to you, Karen. You're always online. So I said, well, Nina, Angela, if in case I'm doing something and I'm watching Creative Space, uh, interesting point of view indeed that mom is learning right now. And they said, Mom, you keep on saying that, and even the right and wrong, good and bad, pot and
On and
pop,
po-
online,
on our
shorts,
first
boing,
voice
forwards
spoken to
and
me.
beyond.
And the funny thing
So
is, the dog, they think the dog is dying or the dog is sick. And the daughters were freaking out. And Mommy Nancy was saying, no, just use interesting point of view. You have that point of view. And I can just imagine the visual, like two daughters crying and freaking out because the dog is sick.
yeah,
And you're just like, no, it's okay. You just use interesting point of view. I
point of
have this
view.
point of
That's
view.
for milk tea, our Shih Tzu, having tummy
Yeah.
aches, and they were so scared.
Yeah, yeah. And that's really it. That's really what it is. Because your point of view creates your reality. If there's anything I learned from you, Mommy Nancy, that's it talaga. That, because it's shown in your life that you just choose to be positive, to be grateful, whatever happens. Like there's a storm and your roof is
Yeah,
flying and you're saying, okay, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. You're really just accepting it and there's
yeah,
businesses are just opening up and so it's not as busy as before but you just keep on going and you have this point of things will get better and choosing to always expand yourself, fly to Vietnam, fly to Manila, to always keep on growing. And I feel like I told you this before that your choice expand other people's realities because right now because you chose for example being a bars facilitator, people don't have to fly to Manila for bars. Now you're there and people can easily learn from you what else is possible and how does it get any better than that.
Yeah, I also choose to look for solutions, Karen, rather than focus on the problems, because the more depressed you will feel if you would focus on the problem at hand. And for me, I also question myself if there's a way I can alleviate this situation. Like, for example, if education is not doing good this time, so I joined MR Best Buy Realty as a real estate person. I got myself accredited. I studied online for PRC accreditation.
Oh, you look
Yeah,
for other means.
yes,
Oh,
because education is so
interesting.
slow. I've got to go into real estate
That's
because real
true.
estate is booming.
Right, 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 right. So what you're doing is you just look for other choices. So if this one is not
Yes,
working, you're just
yes. If
expanding
this
and
is
see
not
what's
working,
working.
I ask questions. I bombard myself with questions. It all begins with a question. What can I
Right,
do?
right, 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 right. That's interesting, and that's helpful for me right now as well. Like that just answered my personal question right now. And people here are affirming you. Yellen is saying, why? So true. She's a woman full of joy and positivity, and I is saying and oozing with confidence. And she's also saying that she embodies ease, joy, and glory. And you have to see Mommy Nancy live. Like if you're her student, like it's super entertaining. Because she's super animated, like in person, and it's very genuine. You know, whatever she's saying, it's not like an advice. It's something that she practiced really. So, do you have other questions, other comments for Mommy Nancy? Because if none, I'd like I'd like to ask you to give us your parting message for everybody listening right now, everybody listening in the future. How can they, like you, trust the universe?
Yeah. So my message to all of you, my dear friends and friends of online healing community, is that we have to remember always that our life is God's gift to us. What we do with it is our gift to Him. Stay happy, stay positive.
So beautiful, Mama Nancy. Love, love, love this conversation with you. And I'll see you tomorrow for the seven
Yes,
days of change. Well, hopefully, the people watching here can choose that for yourselves too. And we have a full lineup of events for you because again, we have an international speaker who flew all
yes.
the way from Lebanon. And she's Filipina, by the way, born and raised here until she's 12, until she went to Canada and became citizen of the world. So hopefully you get to see us in person and meet
Yes.
Ginaline for the 7 days of change. And after that, Mommy Nancy will be ready for her first Access Bars class in
Thank
Cebu.
you.
Please watch out for that, Mommy Nancy's class, Access Bars
Yes.
class in Cebu. We're so excited, Mommy Nancy, and let us know how we can contribute. Also, we'd love to be of help. So there.
Of
Thank
course, you will
you.
be invited to fly to Cebu soon, Karen. Be consultant of Nancy Berame Child Care Center for our students and teachers.
Oh, I receive. I love that, Mommy
Yes,
Nancy.
soon.
Yay! Thank you, thank you. And thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your
Yes.
wisdom and for your generosity and for being you. Because, like,
Yeah,
remember I
thank you
told you
too.
the first time I saw you, when I grow up, I want to be like you. Like, because you're just unapologetically you. So, so true to yourself, really. So I love that. I love more of that, please. Thank you, Mommy Nancy. And thank you, everyone,
Thank
for joining
you.
us. Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Thank you, Mommy Nancy.
Bye-bye.